Viewer discretion is advised. Despite being animated, this video is not for children. This is a Nancy Guthrie mini crime scene reconstruction, obviously created by a non-professional. Don't make fun of my little doodles. So this is a picture of the blood spatter on missing woman Nancy Guthrie's porch. It's hard to tell, but there's a large area of blood, but it isn't a puddle. It's more of a spray of a bunch of droplets to create a larger mosaic, if you will. Then there are medium and small drops sporadically in a haphazard trail leading away from the larger mosaic. This blood was confirmed to be Nancy's, so it either came from her injured body or from a weapon used on her, or from the body of the perpetrator that had her blood on it. I'm not an expert, and unfortunately the experts I have heard speak on the blood spatter in this case said conflicting things, or maybe I'm just confused. But I attempted to visualize some different scenarios, so tell me which one makes sense to you guys. So in another one of my videos, we talked about the possibility of the perpetrator carrying an injured Nancy over his shoulder, since the blood seems to be off to one side, and he would likely turn to close the door behind him while holding her. Then I thought, well, what if he had an injured Nancy on a blanket or a tarp and tried to pull her on it through the doorway and over the step in the doorway? That bump could have injured her or knocked the wind out of her, causing her to cough. Perhaps he didn't realize he was pulling the tarp out from under her, or maybe he did notice and stood over her, creating the medium and smaller droplets while he tried to get her back on the tarp. Or maybe he carried her out and set her injured body down while he closed the door behind him. Or maybe he knocked on the door using a verbal ruse over the intercom of the doorbell cam, but covered the camera with the plant so she wouldn't see him. Perhaps she answered the door and he hit her with something, knocking her to her knees before he forced her back inside. Or maybe she fell to her knees as they were leaving. Which scenario do you guys think is the most plausible?